Hi, it's Meredith Holiday. It's October 3rd, 2023, and this month Dana and I are celebrating our 10th anniversary of operations here at Craig Airport. We've trained over 300 pilots here in Jacksonville, all with a perfect safety record. That's no easy task for any flight school, but we believe our success is the result of our uncompromising focus on safety and proficiency. Our pilots are people just like you, with families who want them to come home safely after flying with us. We've never lost sight of that, and we never will. Dana and I built this business together from the ground up. We literally knew just one person in this town when we rolled into Jacksonville with our 6-month-old daughter, a dog, a small trailer, and some savings. Within a few weeks, we settled at Craig, purchased our first airplane, and earned our first customer. Today, after 10 years of carefully managed growth, we occupy 2 corporate hangars and an office suite with 7 aircraft and 6 staff instructors. We're often asked what sets us apart from other flight schools. If you fly with us at Holiday Aviation, you'll benefit from the ability to schedule at your convenience 7 days a week, highly trained, exceptionally talented instructors that are each carefully mentored by me and Dana, a fleet of impeccably maintained aircraft, industry-leading customer service, and flight school owners, me and Dana, who treat you with respect. What do you enjoy the most about teaching other people how to fly?
Well, I've always enjoyed teaching. I taught radio-controlled model airplane flying for 10 years before I taught full-scale flying. I enjoy seeing people learn. I enjoy learning and getting it, so to speak. Flying is a very emotional experience for me, and I love sharing that with people. And I love helping people reach their goals. And learning to fly is a pretty lofty goal, so I love helping people get there.
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges involved in learning to fly.
There's a lot of time involved, a lot of commitment. There's frustration, there's plateaus. Most of us are not in that 2% club where we're just going to get it really fast and move on to the next lesson. It's very challenging. It's one of the most challenging things I've ever done. It's also one of the most rewarding.
What's the biggest mistake you think people make when they start a flight training program?
The biggest mistake is assuming that a flight school is a flight school and a flight instructor is a flight instructor and not doing research. And we encourage people to get referrals, ask people that have trained at the different flight schools, hey, what are the pros and cons? What's the good, the bad, and the ugly? The other biggest mistake, I think, is just underestimating what it takes to study and progress.
Learning to fly is like, it's a lifestyle, right? It's not just a class like in college or high school. You are diving into full-on lifestyle change where you have to really devote your entire self to it. Wouldn't you agree?
That's right. And one of the things that I tell everybody when we consult with them on this process of learning to fly, this is not like going to biology class that you might enjoy, you might not enjoy. Taking notes in class, studying, cramming for an exam, getting the grade, and moving on. This is, as you said, Meredith, it's you're buying into a lifestyle, and you're living a lifestyle until you decide to get out of it. And it's something that you have to constantly refresh on. Knowledge is learned, knowledge is forgotten. So you have to keep yourself on a maintenance program so that your knowledge is good, your skills are good, and as long as you're going to be doing it, you have to do it safely, or bad things happen. And part of that is continually upgrading your training, not being satisfied with where you are, and always striving to do better at not only the knowledge but the actual flying skill.
Right. I tell folks a lot. I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of golf going on here in Florida. I tell folks, look, if you only play golf once every couple of months, well, you might not have as much fun. You might stink at it, but you're probably not going to hurt yourself. But flying is a very different game in reality, where, there are safety considerations for not staying on top of your game.
That's right. And when you look at the accident statistics, these airplanes, like automobiles, they don't crash themselves. It's the person behind the wheel or behind the yoke of the airplane who's making bad decisions. And we talk about the advanced qualification program and all the things that we've implemented there. And it really will help a pilot have a positive outcome to any type of issue that they have in the airplane if they're thinking ahead of the game and prepared for those very rare instances where they might have smoke in the cockpit or an engine failure or deteriorating weather. And we choose to put ourselves in a bad way in an automobile just like we choose to put ourselves in a bad way in an airplane. And we have to manage that risk and choose to avoid those things versus the other way around.
And that's really what the AQP framework is all about, is getting people to realize that if you make good choices and you do your homework and you do your research and you plan and prepare and train for those scenarios that are most likely to get you into trouble, you're probably going to avoid them and be a lot safer than the next guy.
Absolutely. That goes without saying.
And I think it's important for people to know that we're constantly striving to learn ourselves and become better instructors and better pilots, and that's part of the joy of it.
Absolutely. I think everybody's heard this phrase, a good pilot's always learning. Mm-hmm. And after 35 years of flying, 22 years as an instructor, I'm still learning, believe it or not. We're very efficient at the training. Efficiency saves the student money. We do impeccable maintenance on the aircraft. We have a lot of money in our airplanes that we didn't have to put into them. Paint jobs, cosmetic things like interiors, upgraded panels. We have a passion for teaching. We're not motivated by the bottom line. We're motivated by results. I personally tell people I will not accept being number 2 in this business. We really don't have any competition.
Just being good enough isn't good enough for us, and it shouldn't be for you either. Learn to fly with the best. Learn with us. For more information or to schedule an introductory flight lesson, call us at 904-423-0790 or visit our website at holidayaviation.com.